So if you're watching my channel, you know about the hurricanes. In fact, if you just turn on the news or any social media, you know that there have been hurricanes in Sarasota. Specifically today, we're going to Siesta Key, which I am on right now. We're going to visit 3 properties. The one behind me, that's the best deal. That's going to be showcased last, but first let's get started. I'm going to show you some good opportunities. I'm going to be talking about the FEMA 50% rule and if they apply to these properties. And if you want to reach out, you have any questions about any one of these or any other properties, I'd be glad to help you because I am a realtor. 941-888-SOLD. Give me a call. Let's get started with property number 1. All right, so right now we are at our first location. This one is in Siesta Isles. Let me tell you one thing about this area. This is walkable to Siesta Key Beach. Main beach access is just around the corner right here. And this is another one of these hurricane damaged homes. This is Hurricane Helene. Let's go in here through the garage. And in the garage, you're gonna see that everything looks fine and dandy. No problems whatsoever. Now, once you walk in, this one has had flooding. So therefore, they have removed a lot of the drywall, more than 4 feet in some cases, less than 4 feet in other cases. But overall, you got a blank slate right here. Not only that, but you have terrazzo flooring on the ground. This home is one of these homes that has not yet been determined to be significantly damaged by FEMA. Why is that important? That's important because if it is deemed to be that, then you only have up to, in this case, $144,000 of repairs that you can make before you have to bring it up to code. And by bringing it up to code, that means you have to raise the home, which is not doable because this home is built in 1966. So let me tell you just real quick what this layout looks like. Basically, over here is the master bedroom. And over here is the main living area with the kitchen being right here. Now, this is a den, and this den is kind of on the back part of the house, but this home truly should not be torn down. And the reason is because it's got a newer roof. It has hurricane impact windows. All these windows are just fine after 3 hurricanes in 1 season. No problems there. Here we have a shower and a bathroom, a master bathroom, which obviously this whole place has been gutted and needs everything, right? Over here, quick walk-in closet for the master bedroom. And here is a doorway that blocks this entire master area to the main living room. And here in the main living room, as you can tell, it's already been opened up at some point in time. Very open and spacious. This being the kitchen, you kind of have your freedom of doing whatever you want here, as long as you don't exceed the $144,000. Now that is only assuming if the county says, hey, or FEMA says, hey, this structure has been deemed to be significantly damaged. And yes, you do need to pull a permit on 2 feet of drywall. And yes, you do need to pull a permit on cabinets that you might do your whole kitchen remodel. You need to pull permits on that stuff. Overall, I mean, look, this bathroom, hey, where is it? It's missing. And this is the perfect time to pull a permit and replace your cast iron drain, because this cast iron showing me this vent stack going up is showing me that most likely underneath this terrazzo, which I'm not seeing this terrazzo having been cut up ever in the past, because the terrazzo is just perfect, which means that these pipes are most likely original underneath the house. And that is not a good thing when your home is built in 1966. So aside from drywall, cabinets, and flooring, you have more expenses in this home if you want to do it right. And another thing that you might want to do right, and I don't know if I'm right here, but some of the home has these wires, and I don't know if this is cloth wiring or not. It doesn't seem like it when I look at it, but it's not just regular Romex from what I understand. So, maybe $10,000 there, maybe $10,000 to the drain lines, and next thing you know, you are in a basically newer home because you've kind of gone through the whole process of everything you need to do to get it up and running. Now, this home, if it's deemed that it is actually a significantly damaged home, well, then you're limited, you're capped. You see, the fair market valuation of the building $289,200, which means that half of that is $144,600. Now, the pool, guess what? It's been drained because this only had 7 inches of water inside the house. So there isn't that much damage that happened, but because of that, all the water from the storm and everything went into the pool. So they drained it, they filled it, and pool is excellent. It's a saltwater pool, by the way. So this home is truly beautiful. Currently, it just had a price reduction. This one will sell. If you want to know a little bit more information, let me tell you, it's between $1 and $1.5 million. If you're wondering how much is this home, but in order to not reveal its exact location and which home it is, I just wanted to say, reach out to me, guys. Reach out if you're thinking about buying a home that you can, get some sweat equity into and make it your own. This is an excellent opportunity. So let's now go to our second hurricane damaged home on Siesta Key. Okay, we are now at the second house on Siesta Key. Now this one is listed at just under $1 million. Actually, it's under $900,000. It's over 800, but let me tell you something. This home is pretty much ready for your choosing of everything, okay? As you can tell, drywall is all ripped out, and this might be one of those situations where it's gonna sell within a day or two, because at a price under $1 million, it's really hard to find anything on Siesta Key that low. So let me turn this camera around once again and show you what this home looks like. First of all, we have a 1-car garage here. There's a little step down, and there is original terrazzo flooring underneath here. However, it's not really something that could be restored, because I already see there has been a lot of cuts within the terrazzo, most likely to run plumbing lines. And it does look like that's the case, because here we have, PVC plastic pipes coming down in a home from 1969 when they were not using PVC pipes. Now this area here, they've obviously removed all the drywall all the way up, whereas here it's only a couple feet, and in this area they just took it all out. Probably a lot easier to work with what you got. Now I apologize for the noise. We have dehumidifiers still running, and I think that's a very smart idea, because you can get all of that moisture out when you're doing that. Now this is probably like a little living area. I'm not really sure. It's not a kitchen. I'm almost positive about that. This here is the living room. And then coming in here, we have a bathroom over here, full bath. This room here looks to be like a bedroom. And then the bedroom has a opening right here. And this goes into the master bathroom. So the master bathroom had a big, nice tub here, which is actually in the garage. It's a beautiful tub. It's got a stand-up shower over on this side, and then, with a door here, and then a closet area right there, and then another closet area right here. Over on this side, we have another bedroom, and this bedroom's closet is a walk-in closet over on this side here. And then lastly, we have the next bedroom over here, and the last bedroom, 3-bedroom, I believe 2-bath here. Yeah, 3-bedroom, 2-bath here. And here's a little walk-in closet here. This home looks like it was absolutely beautiful before the hurricane came in. And now that I'm kind of looking at the whole layout, I do think that the kitchen area was right here. This whole area being the kitchen area. I now see plumbing supply, plumbing drain. Obviously, the refrigerator is still in here. And then the other thing that I really like about this one is that it's got a pretty big lot. We have over 10,000 square feet of land here. And not only does the front looking really expansive, oh, it's a lot quieter out here, but the backyard is very expansive as well. Oak trees still, standing strong after the storms. They have great root systems, but they also have this pebble driveway in the backyard, and they brought it all the way around to the backyard as well. This is a very nice home. This one is a really, really good deal, really good opportunity. I don't think it's going to last long. Now, our next and last home that we're going to look at is apparently, by looking at it online, looks to be like the deal of the century, okay? Just over $500,000 on Siesta Key. I can't believe it. So let's go take a look at it. And I'll tell you, this one here, it doesn't need that much money to be put into it. However, when we're looking at the FEMA 50% rule, this home here, unfortunately, if they received a FEMA letter, which they didn't so far, but if they were to get one, they're going to be limited to 50% of the building value. I don't know how, but this building is valued at $56,000. I mean, you can't even build a freaking garage for $56,000. So here it's grossly undervalued. And because of that, you only have $28,200 to make repairs. Definitely not enough unless you are acting as a contractor, you are pulling your own permits, and you're not hiring any labor to do this. So here's the one thing I'll say about this whole situation in this home. This is a blank slate, good, solid home. A really nice home. It doesn't have the impact windows, but aside from that, it's looking like this could be a wonderful destination for you. So now let's go look at the third and last home, slightly over $500,000 on Siesta. Crazy, let's go. Okay, last one. I'm telling you, lowest price, but that doesn't mean it's the best value, okay? However, you not only get the land, you get the house too, okay? How much? $600,000. That's ridiculous, guys. Now, I will say one thing. Upon entering this home, it's going to be darker, so you're not going to be able to see as well because the lights aren't on and all that. But aside from that, there's a little smell through this home, but that doesn't mean you can't fix it. I'm just saying there's a smell right now. Now, they're not running dehumidifiers like the other two homes were. They're not running, they're running the AC here, but they really should have gotten the whole spectrum of remediation going, and it's not going. Well, that's okay though, because that means that you might be able to do it, or you might be able to build your dream home on this property. So let's walk in. First is the beautiful doors. This home here is quite a value. But let me go to the brighter area, which is not very bright. Obviously, they have removed a bunch of drywall, and it wasn't really removed professionally. People just kind of hammered it up, as you can tell here. They did what they could with what they had. But aside from that, the floor's been removed. This doesn't look too bad. The walls need painting. I mean, look at this. You can tell where the painting was right there, or the wall cover or whatever it was over there. Now, this is only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but it does have a pool. And at a price like this, you can't go wrong. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong. Obviously, it might have this FEMA situation. The FEMA 50% rule might be in effect here. Right now, no, there has not been a FEMA letter. Will they come out? Maybe. Okay, but you can tell that this home here, let me see if we have any lights. We do not have lights. So it's dark, but we are in a little powder room. We have a walk-in closet over on this side. Yeah, it looks like things are just off. Very old style of layout, and even the Spanish tiles on the ground, or these might be terracotta tiles like this. This is an older style. Now, this is like a sunroom, very nice. It's been enclosed. It has a big, very wide slider on this side, a big window on this side, but this probably used to be part of an exterior structure. So let's keep walking through. Master bedroom right behind us. In front of us, coming into the kitchen, which has not been removed. It has Corian countertops, wood cabinets, but this probably should be removed. And a typewriter. Look at this baby. And our living area here has a fireplace. Look, this is a very original older home. 1972 build, but they just haven't updated too much of it, right? And that's okay. Some people love the older style. Now, coming in here, we just have like a little hallway area. This hallway area has a couple closets, one on this side, one on this side. And as we keep walking through, we just passed a laundry room, but it's just so dark there. Can't really show you anything. Wow, well, we have lights here. And bedroom here, I mean, look, This is a home on Siesta Key. This one needs some work. If FEMA was to get involved, well, then we have to talk about the numbers, because the numbers on this one are not looking good. Now that I'm seeing what needs to be done, let's talk about it. Drywall here. Well, first of all, let's talk about this. How much money does this home have allocated for repairs according to the FEMA 50% rule? And the FEMA 50% rule says you cannot improve this property more than 50% of the value of the land, of the building. Okay, so that is like through pulling permits. What does that mean? In this case, what it means is that we have a $62,200 valuation of the dwelling, of the home. Divide that by 2, we have $32,600 available. That's not a lot at all. That is not enough if you go and hire a contractor. I mean, good luck finding a contractor who's going to redo that place, get the drywall all fixed up, get any kind of permits pulled, you know? And then if you can't make it happen, you have to bring it all up to code. So if you bring it up, if it costs you more than $32,000, all that means is that you have to bring it up to code, and that would mean minimum at the base flood elevation. This home's base flood elevation is 8 feet. So you would have to raise this home 8 feet first and foremost. Now that right there is a $150,000, $200,000 job, and it's just not worth it. It's better to tear down and rebuild. You know, the pool's looking kind of nasty because the water from the storm got in, you know? So obviously it's gonna look kind of rough and it's not going to look maintained, but that doesn't mean this pool is trash and garbage. On the contrary, I bet you anything this pool would be just fine if you were to clean it up a little bit. And you know, if I was to be buying this house, let me tell you what I would do. First and foremost, I would get in touch with the county. I'd get it under contract, and I would go and get in touch with the county and have a nice conversation with them saying, hey, I'm buying this home. I want to pull my own permits, do my own work, and I will comply with all your rules. But I'm not willing to bring it up to the newest 2024 building codes. And then I would make a plan with exact pricing of how much every piece of drywall sheet you need to buy, every cabinet you're going to buy, everything, right? And by doing that, you're going to show them that this repair will not cost $32,600. It will be less than that, because me, as the person pulling the permit, I would be my own contractor. I would get this done, and I probably can get this house done. Flooring, drywall, I would just polish the floors. That would be, you know, just renting a machine. I would do the drywall. That's going to cost me, I don't know, let's just call it $4,000. And then I would go and probably do some of the cabinets and the bathrooms being redone, you know. So now I'm spending about the majority of my money in that, in just materials, right? So this home is a great opportunity. I know it's not going to last long. It's been on the market 23 days, but you know, this thing is what, 1,755 square feet. This is a sizable home. Okay, this is not a little 600, 700, 800 square foot old house. This is an old house, don't get me wrong, but this one is worth fixing up. Now the thing is, if you want to build a new home for right around $900,000, you can get a home that's about 1,900 square feet, up to the latest and greatest codes, you know, the 2024 building code. And that's not that bad. $900,000 for 1,900 square feet, not a bad deal. Now listen, if you have any interest in any of these properties or anything else that might be storm damage, or if you have questions about the FEMA 50% rule, because maybe you have a home that got damaged and you're not sure what to do, give me a call. My name's Maciek Zaremba. I'm with Fathom Realty, 941-888-SOLD. Now, if you want to reach me by text, you can't text that number. Text 941-400-7084. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, if you end up buying something on Siesta Key now, this is the time to get deals. This is the time to go for opportunities. Let's do this. Just reach out.